want you to stand and face these wonderful people. Come here, stand next to me. Nobody's there yet.
Well, I don't consider them to be very.
Well,
behind the thrones, that means we don't exist.
that's right. Okay. What was something you did today for the very first time? You're first. Played marbles. Okay.
I spun yarn.
Did you do it spontaneously?
No.
Neither did I. Not something that I excel at. Oh, wow. Very good. And what did you do?
You assembled thrones.
Yes. Oh yeah, I haven't done that before either.
Wonderful.
I appreciate the help.
There is arts and service, and often they go together. And what did you folks do? In scroll work, in illumination, right? Not in the calligraphy, right? And did you have fun? Do you have any questions for me? Okay. Feel free to ask when you want. You are free to return to your seat. Remember that if you're sitting up front, it's easier to hear. Okay. Thank you.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Does wearing a crown mean something specific, or is it just part of the costume?
Okay, wearing a crown. I am not wearing a crown, I'm actually wearing a cornet.
Okay.
And it's not a tuba either.
Oh, yeah, good.
You're
Bum,
supposed to
bum.
laugh at that.
We always laugh at this funny joke.
Yes, there are different reasons for wearing a crown. Well, obviously, he has fought and won in a crown tournament, and he has his consort, his lady, who is queen, and they are wearing the crowns of Artemisia as king and queen. Okay. We also have the landed baronage, which is Sasha and Raven. Thank you. Old age. And then we also have Melikessa. And they are in charge of the Salt Lake group in Los Alamos. And Melikessa is in charge of the group in Griffin's Lair, which is the office. Okay. And they are the official representatives of the crown when the crown is on. They speak for the crown. Their duty is both ceremonial and kind of like the president would have, like the queen and the prime minister, they have a seneschal who runs the mundane business part, but they also have a sale. And then there are people like this lovely lady here, or this lovely lady here, who have reigned in a royal capacity as princess, the English princess of the Outlands. Karen was princess of the Outlands and also then queen of Artemisia. And they have earned the right to wear crowns that represent their past person. Okay. And then there's people like me and you. And we have a little pointed one. And we were given this either of us were, as past
I'm okay.
baronet
I had it pulled down.
offers a coronet to wear.
So it's like the
No. In honor for having done that.
Yes.
Okay. I was given this by Pelican for doing service while they were reigning as king and queen. And so
Oh, yeah.
No test.
Well, it's not all but.
All of life is a test. Those who want to draw nigh and hear things, come forward. What color is nigh? Damn. That was good. That was awesome. Yeah. Wow. Okay. No, that's 59. Bill would. Bill Nye would.
Oh, there, my ladies! Rise and pay due homage, as comes before you now, Sean and Nisa, the Griffin, King and Queen of all Artemisia. Oh, my bad.
Your Majesties, assembled populace of the glorious kingdom of Artemisia, may I present to you the hammer of Artemisia and the beautiful lady that wields him. Before you now comes Raven and Saja, Baron and Baroness of Lochsallen.
Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, grand assembled populace, before you now Malatesta, Baroness of Griffingland.
Herein reopens the court of their Majesties Sean and Nisa. You have their Majesties leave to make yourselves comfortable.
That's all right.
Well, I hate to take you away from your lovely meeting. I know it has been some time since you've had the pleasure of preparing for us to sort of state. Would you honor us?
Hello, everyone. I have had a wonderful day. The weather has been great. The fighting, like everybody was having fun. Had some amazing arts and sciences, display, and competition. That kept me very busy. So,
Thank you all for having us. The Shires of Aeroslife, thank you once again for hosting Choice of Talks. This is, as we mentioned this morning, a great and worthy endeavor, and it is so nice to see so many toys that can be provided for the less fortunate in this annual event that we had to support that effort. So thank you all for your contributions and for hosting us. It's been a great day. It was fun watching all of this. Thank you.
Right. Their Majesties would call before them Ramon de Javier, the autocrat of this event.
Your Majesties, Excellencies, may I speak to the populace?
thank you to all of those who attended our event. You're probably wondering where the counts have gone, and I'll cut to the chase to not leave you waiting in anticipation. So, starting with donations from out of the kingdom, we received $25 donation from the Kingdom of the Outlands, and we received $50 donations from the Kingdom of Atlantia. So that is 5 toys and 10 toys. For every online donation, it was worth $5 counted as 1 toy, and then in person 1 toy was 1 toy as well. So going through the kingdom, Côte du Ciel donated 5 toys, Sentinel's Keep donated 5 toys, Silver Keep donated 5 toys, Arnhold donated 13 toys. Dragon's March donated 55 toys there. I left out groups that did not donate. They should feel ashamed.
No shame, no shame. Everyone has different lives.
And I'll probably say it wrong, and Morgan will be upset. Loch Solon.
Yay!
279 toys. That is both in person and with digital donations. Arrow's Flight, 389 toys.
Wow.
And Griffin's Lair with 464 toys. In total, 630 toys were donated virtually. 651 toys were donated in person for a total of 1,240 toys, totaling $3,277 digitally, plus whatever the value of these toys is. In addition, Adobe has matched the donation of one of the givers by $500, raising that amount now to $3,777.12. We are super excited for everyone that has given them, or has given generously. As such, Griffin's Lair is our champion of the toys, so we shall give you Toy Slayer to wield there as well. May it bring your barony many victories on the battlefield. And then for the individual or family who gave the most toys, when we kind of counted through all of it, we have a tie in the situation. Financially, Mistress Hastings and her husband have provided $1,000 worth of donations through that. But the most physical toys in person, and I've forgotten your persona name, lady. Jome Wah? Maywan. Okay, yes. Who has done our most. And so you will be able to display the banner in honor of that. We also had 2 tournaments, Your Majesty. Well, we had 3 tournaments as well. We had our Arts and Sciences Heavy Fighting Tournament and our Rapier Tournament as well. I can announce these or have them announced later. Gio might respond to some of them as well. Do it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Lady Naname, would you let us know the outcomes of the Arts and Sciences?
So we had a great time, I hope. We had cake. It was not a lie.
That's pretty dang good.
We have a few totals. I just wanted to announce this because I did not announce it in your report. So those that did participate and won, or at least had honorable mentions, you do get a personalized drawing board from yours truly. So come see me after, and I will make one for you, whether it's painted or whether it is wood burning. So I will get that to you. Just let me know what you want. But so for the populace. Shire champion, we have Lord Ramon. And that's it. So I'll be giving these away. So come see me after. We'll get you all personalized. So thank you.
For Popular's Choice, we also have a $50 gift card for the winner of that. So, to Joanne's, because we want to feed your addiction.
Thank you.
Master Gio, how did our tournaments go?
They went great. We had tournaments. Yay! We had much killing. The hard suit tournament was well fought, well won. I believe, is he even here still? Timur? Oh, hey. You want to join us? No. Duke, Sir, Master, soon to be Master Timur. Yeah. So you get a high five. Woo! Aye! And a custom leather piece, leather making piece from me. But seeing as he's not in our Shire, he does not get to be the Shire champion. So
Who's Shire champion?
I know so far.
It's me then.
Anyway, so you will get your runs later.
All right, awesome.
And then as far as the Rapier tournament went, Master Elias was the victor. Must be present to win. So, I think we should go to the secondary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we okay with that?
Sure.
Cool. Must be present to win. Hey, Ulrich. You get the $50 gift certificate to Castile Armory. And then he's not here currently, but the member of the Shire who made it the furthest in the tournament would be Milord Esteban, fighting in his first tournament. And
Nice.
He's here to take off, unfortunately, but we'll take care of him. I will see him later. Woo!
There's his official paperwork.
Hey, look. Do you want to read this out? Or okay. Hey.
Hey.
As the moon wanes and the sky grows dark, there is a great light to behold in the Shire, for a champion has emerged on the field of Rapier. Thus let it be known that Esteban is made the Rapier champion of the Shire of Arrows Flight, done this day, 13th of November, Anno Sagittarius 56, being 2021 in the common area, scroll by the Lady Tabitha Daloon, based on the letter of worries. That. So I will make sure that he gets this later on.
You will also get to bear the Shire badge, so if you will. So we have a Shire badge that has been made by Lady Marguerite that will be worn as well. So if you see him, challenge him to a duel. We also have a werewolf in our midst, and I believe the Wolf Schneppler has information about if the wolf was caught or not.
Not soon enough.
He's new.
Oh yeah.
So, Mistress Aurora was our werewolf.
That is the least surprising reveal.
Now, sadly, she was caught, or thankful for most of you, but sadly for her, she was caught by both Tyler and Mistress Kezia. So, since both of them are in the name of Earth's Flight, I guess the choice is only Earth's Flight.
They're paid for. They're paid for.
When in the course of Arrow's light events it becomes necessary to choose a new champion of arts and sciences, a competition shall be held at Toys for Tots. Thus, it is that on this 13th day of November, Anno Societatis 56, being 2021 Common Era, we are happy to name Ramon de Javier our new arts and sciences champion. And I believe His Excellency Morgan did that because he handed it to me.
Well done. Really appreciate it.
It's been a busy day for you. I just have this small token of our appreciation for here
And while we have you here, Your Excellency's have
So scoot on down.
Don't go anywhere.
Herein opens the court of their excellencies of Loch Stalin. Among our populace are those who fly to great heights, giving of themselves to the barony and the populace time and time again, rising to each occasion as the phoenix rises from the flames. To honor his constant work and sacrifices, do we, Raven and Sasha, Baron and Baroness of Loch Stalin, do name Ramon de Javier as a member of the Order of the White Phoenix. Calligraphy and illumination by Dirk de Jaeger.
So, the Phoenix, the Word of the Phoenix is one of my favorites because it is designed to be a thank you for continued service and continued efforts. The idea is that you've already done so much, and you've generally probably done so much for so long that you have everything. And so the idea is to be able to recognize those people who continue to serve and to find ways that they can make an impact in their groups and in the barony of Loch Stalin. So
Be it known to all that we, Raven and Sasha, Baron and Baroness of Loch Stalin, do value the work of the nobles bringing new members into the fold. Today, we are honored to recognize Ramon de Javier for sharing his talents and skills with those around him and supporting their interests in our society. We therefore name him a member of the leaders of our newcomers to thank him for this service and leadership. We encourage him to continue this noble effort to share the dream with others. Done this 13th day of November, Anno Societatis, numbers, being 2021 Gregorian. 56.
Huh? That's one. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 new members.
There's more today.
Oh yeah.
The efforts that all of Arrow's Flag have been putting in to supporting and bringing in people who are new to explore this hobby, to explore this world that we have. The dream, yes, the dream. It's fantastic.
I don't think they're mad.
But wait.
Here in recess to the court of their excellencies.
Just in case you haven't gotten your exercise yet.
We see Ramon, during the long reign of Artemisia, our predecessors, David and Veronique, saw fit to bestow upon you quite frankly several recognition.
A few things.
A few, and as their reign came to a quick end, they had passed along to us several back scrolls for things you have been recognized with previously. We wanted to get those to you.
And you may have seen them already online and everything, so we can read them all again. But let's see.
efforts during the pandemic to keep us all connected. Griffin's Heart for your services to their Majesty during the reign.
The category of things that are fun and to prove how long Their Majesty Damon Braun's reign was. Golden Maple Leaf. And while we don't have the scope for that,
The date on this was 18th of July, 2020.
and then from March earlier this year, a key cross. In case you're wondering how much art he did recently.
He's gonna walk
I think that's it.
Okay. Come on. On behalf of their graces and their name, we'd like to extend our thanks to you as well for all of your continued efforts, both in service and the arts community. We really appreciate everything you do. Hopefully you're not overly burdened. Make your release.
Wait!
But wait. Don't run away.
But I did want to say thank you so much for you and your staff putting together this wonderful event and allowing us to give back.
To make it through the rest of
the meeting.
Let's wait. For our wonderful event steward and all of the business that he had in court here this evening. Viva! 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 Her Majesty is called before them, Rasmuna.
He left. He had to go.
Congratulations to me.
Raz was recognized for his efforts in the arts and sciences community with a golden maple as well. So we have backstory for him that has already been on the book. We will get that to him at our earliest opportunity.
Their Majesties call before them Gerlind Scrivens.
He approaches with some hesitation. Helen, is that very good? Linda? Because words and spelling sometimes doesn't work out. We have received word of the great efforts that you're doing here in our Shire of Heroes Light. Things going during the pandemic and afterwards, and this is a recommendation that we heartily agree with, and wish to see you recognized.
Let all who hear these words pay heed. We, Sean and Nisa, the monarchs of all Artemisia, have praise for the work of our valiant servant Gerlinda Scrivens, whose work has enriched the splendor of our fair kingdom. Thus it pleases us to give thanks by awarding arms on this 13th day of November on the Sean, Rex Gribbis, Nisa, Regina, Artemisia.
Again, many recommendations for all your efforts here, and we are so very delighted to be able to do this and to be able to do so in person, that we are able to congregate. So now we bestow upon you the Golden A, representative of the A's that we have in the chains of estate, so that all may know that you are an arbiter of our kingdom and and at the same time, if you'd rise, please. We urge you with this dagger. For only those members of our populace who bear an award of arms may carry live steel in the presence of the crown. We take this as a symbol that we trust you with our lives, our livelihood, and with the safety and security of our populace as well. So thank you all so much for your efforts.
Okay, really quick. The Calligraphy and Illumination by Duncan Fletcher. And for the newest armor joint of the Kingdom of Artemisia, Vivat! 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 Vivat!
Here it reopens the court of their excellencies of Lochsallen.
So while we get things started, wow, how neat it is to be in front and with people again. We had the opportunity to serve as Baron and Baroness for quite some time on a screen, and our predecessors as well. There's nothing like you're with you and seeing the whole thing throughout the day. Really feel what we're doing. So thank you. Okay. So we're going to start with some upcoming events. I do want to say that if folks are feeling up to it, taking a trip up to Thousand Eyes birthday, worth the trip, great people, great place to be, good things to see and do.
Next week.
And that's next weekend, so it's coming up real fast. But it is an opportunity to have some fun in a different area. The next thing we want to make sure that folks know about is we have Solstice coming up. Woo! Solstice is our yearly event where we celebrate everything that we have had an opportunity to do over the last year. It's a non-fighting event, but there's so much else we get to do. We'll have some classes, we'll have a lot of game playing. There may or may not be some wagering of trinkets, rolling of dice somewhere. Plus, I think we're going to play some backgammon. I know there's a cribbage tournament is happening. There's lots and lots to do. So if you don't fight, this is your opportunity to come and do everything else as part of the SCA. We're really, really excited for it, and we hope to see you there.
Now this year there will not be a feast. We're not doing the foods. We don't have to worry about that. We won't be doing the feast. It'll just be a day of revelry and spending time with our friends that we haven't gotten a chance to see.
We'll be part of it too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And probably some dancing.
Dancing?
Father Christmas?
Oh,
Father
yes,
Christmas?
Yes, there is something else that's important for us to know. Thank you, Your Majesty, for reminding me. We have submitted a request to their majesties that we would be able to extend our term as Baron and Baroness. As such, there will be a populace confidence polling, thank you for the word, confidence polling at Solstice for us. A confidence polling is where the populace gets an opportunity to weigh in on how they feel about the current Baron and Baroness continuing to serve as Baron and Baroness for another term. We are asking for another 2-year term, and we do ask folks to come and give your opinion on that. And if there are things that you want to talk to us about in that area, that you want to have questions or things like that, please feel free to ask us. I'm really not as scary as I am as I see you. What's your question? Okay.
I forgot.
Okay, when you
He
remember.
intimidated you. You forgot your question.
I am hurt. December 11th.
Yeah, it takes like 4 brains up there. I apologize.
Their excellencies would call before them Satake Naname.
Hi. Good, how are you? That was a pretty well run Arts and Sciences
Be it known to all present that we, Raven and Sasha, Baron and Baroness of Lochsollen, do wish to recognize one among our populace who has long provided us with great service. The works and deeds of Satake Naname have been noted and appreciated. We now therefore name her to the Order of the White Duck.
Quack, 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 quack.
Where she will be listed among those whose contributions have helped to make our barony great. We bestow this honor upon her at Melee Madness on this 5th day of June, and Societas 56, I learned, in the year 2021 Gregorian. Raven, Baron, Saja, Baroness. Calligraphy and illumination by Perwyr, verch, Owen.
So in the barony of Lochsollen, we have a tendency to choose our awards to match birds. Is the award that we have chosen, that was chosen a long time ago to represent the service done in the barony. And we have a tradition in the barony.
You're virgin, quack.
Recipients of the duck have the right responsibility to quack at times needed.
Hey, while you're here, before you go anywhere,
You're in recesses, the court.
I believe their majesties would like to say something to you.
So, all that stuff they were talking about, turns out they see things, we see things as well. When you see the impact that you have on the kingdom, with everything that you do, with the scrolls that you have provided for us, and for others, with multiple reigns, and again, the get-togethers, the organizing, and it is worthy of recognition on all levels.
To all unto whom these letters come, pay heed to the words of the monarchs of Artemisia, Sean and Nisa. There are those who serve this realm, giving of themselves in a manner that lightens the burden of others, showing a level of dedication that surpasses many. They do so not for their own glory, but for that of all Artemisia. Through our own observations and through the recommendations of our others, we find that our noble servant, Satake Naname, demonstrates these qualities. Thus it does please us to recognize them as a companion of the Order of the Golden Pillar of Artemisia.
Woo!
It is right and justly done this 13th day of November, Anno Societatis 56, 2021 Gregorian. Sean, Rex Griffiths, Lisa Regina. Scroll by Sophia Iriswater.
We see these things, and we are very happy to recognize them. We thank you all so much for your work.
For the newest companion of the duck and golden pillar of Artemisia. Viva!
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 You're in reopens the court of arrest.
So, again, we were virtual for a really long time. And even though we were virtual, there was lots of work happening. There's lots of work being done. There's lots of efforts being put in. And sometimes we just weren't able to get the thing to the people as we would. So now, we would like to
Call forth Hogar Hansen.
Woo!
There are those whose perseverance with the arts have produced beautiful things. Hogar Hansen is one such individual. Thus do we, Raven and Saja, Baron and Baroness of Lochsollen, make him a member of the Order of the White Lark, and bestow upon him all rights and responsibilities of the order, and to chirp at times deemed appropriate, done by our hand this 5th day of June, and the Societatis 56, being 2021 Gregorian, Baron Raven, Baroness Saja.
So we worded this scroll this way on purpose. There are those whose perseverance sometimes we just seem like we just make stuff, and we just do stuff, and it just happens, and it works. But a lot of us also know that we try again and again and again and again and we fail so many times before we get it right. This scroll, perhaps, I have 6 of. So, perseverance, and just the stuff that you try to do, and the things that you think of, and the ways that you enrich and try to do things that are different or that aren't different and just better, are why we thought this was the right thing to do.
Tell me about.
This is an engraved slate. We did the art on it, and I used a digital thing to make magic happen. But this is, we wanted something like this for you because, like you, it is unique and it is many-faceted. If you drop them, they break, by the way.
Very beautiful.
And so there's a small matter of business regarding a
Cheers for the newest member of the White Lark. Vivat!
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 Here and close is the board of their excellencies.
Excellency Malatesta, you have any business?
Pray the words of Her Excellency Malatesta.
Good evening. I am so excited to be here today with all my friends and see the generosity of our kingdom. I think we will have a lot of children that will be very happy this year. The other thing I have to say is we are having a Van Candlemas in January, so Midwinter Blues. Come and join us for that for fun and games. It is Japanese themed, and it is January 15th.
Correct.
January 15th. It's good to see you all. Thank you for everything that you've done for the kids. I appreciate it.
These have been the words of Her Excellency Malatesta.
All right. We did this once today, but apparently I'm really good at finding people. And there are any who, not counting if you were up here this morning, that this is your first event. Their Majesty would please ask you to come forward.
Them. Right there. Those ones.
You say, I know there's a couple more since
That one too. Uh-huh.
Use the pillow, it's paid for.
Go forward, go forward.
So, what did you think? Right? We'll ask the newcomers too, like a little bit weird, a little bit cool, right? So as you went throughout the day, you saw all of these things happening, and you see all these people running around, and you think to yourself, well, like, who are the most important people that are at this event? And there's certainly a case to be made that perhaps Her Majesty might be the most important person. These other excellencies that are joining us up here, and there's a case to be made for that. But to us, those of us who are sitting up here in the front, the most important people at this event today are you, newcomers, the people that bring to us their new ideas and their enthusiasm and their excitement, and the butterflies in the stomach that you get, trying this out because one of your friends convinced you to come along to this thing. And we wanted to just present you a small token that we have, so you might remember that very first event that you had, and hopefully the first of many more. Some tokens. They're Peter cast. Some of the members of our populace.
for the newcomers, the lifeblood that keeps our society and our kingdom growing. Vivat!
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 The Order of the Chivalry was created to recognize martial prowess. The Order of the Laurel to recognize skill in the arts and sciences. The Order of Defense was created to recognize mastery on the rapier field and to recognize the dedication and service of those that give tirelessly to the society. The Order of the Pelican was created. Their Majesties now call before them Perwyr, verch, Owen.
Yeah.
Perwyr, some time ago, we sent you off to give contemplation. Was that this morning? It's been a long day. Some time ago, we sent you off to give contemplation, to ask you this question. Will you at this time accept from our hands the right noble order of the Pelican?
Conveniently, for those of you who didn't hear, she said yes. Therefore, at this time, their Majesties do call forth the Order of the Pelican.
Excuse me. Go, go, go. Ouch.
Perwyr, as we mentioned this morning, we've taken counsel from this order, those present and those beyond. And it is our great pleasure to recognize you today. And at this time, we'd ask if there's a medallion.
How about if the belt gets returned? The belt.
All right.
I will speak about that. Perwyr has been my apprentice and my protege, and I am so thrilled to see her accomplishments, her continued work for the kingdom, and I feel that our bond is complete.
You're welcome. Medallion.
There's a few.
This does have lineage. However, on the day that I received my Pelican and was granted that, I can't remember who gave it to me. And so it is, I'm gonna go with Mr. Spencer. Thank you. Just saying. Mr. Spencer and then myself, and now on.
This one has no lineage. This is for her to start with.
We will have this passed amongst the members of the order who are present, so they may give their best thoughts to review their best wishes for him. While that is happening, we would ask if there is a member of the Order of Chivalry who will speak on behalf of this lady.
Your Majesties, may I speak to you? I am Leah Dispenser, Knight in the Society for Creative Anachronisms, and I am more than pleased to speak for the Honorable Perwyr Owen as a member of the Chivalry. I have known and watched her ladyship grow in the society for many years and serve not only this shire, but the barony and kingdom. I have delighted to watch her work with the youth, providing them with experiences that not only entertain, but educate. I have observed her patiently sitting at the exchequer table, always being welcoming and engaging. And I can remember the day that she realized that her mundane talents in music could also translate to the SCA, not to mention her work with calligraphy. It occurs to me that in many ways she acts as the ship that is part of her title, her ladyship. Perwyr is an integral part of the deck upon which this shire is built. Over her long years of service, she has often acted as the figurehead, plunging forward and leading the charge for all to follow. At times, she has served more quietly as ballast and keel, providing a stable environment for the shire and its members to grow. She has often taken the helm to steer and guide the ship and the shire, and at times, when the shire was becalmed, she became the wind in the sails, or in troubled waters acted as an anchor to keep all aboard safe and from the rocky shoals. Her ladyship is one of those people who can motivate, teach, support, and fill a broad role necessary. She also has the grace to be able to step back and ensure that others can step forward and learn, and also be able to lead. She has numerous talents and gifts that she has given over the years, guiding, leading, and following. She exhibits not only prowess, but all the knightly virtues of courage, honesty, loyalty, generosity, faith, and speaking for the other members of the chivalry. She has earned her franchise. It is therefore with great pleasure that I endorse your decision to offer her this day a membership in the Order of the Pelican, to be recognized as the peer she has become.
Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel that was
Your Majesties, there is. Your Majesties, I am Duchess Karin von Katzenberg. I am the oldest member of the Order of the Laurel in this kingdom. Unless there's somebody who's older than I am. I am here to speak for this lady on behalf of the Order of the Laurel. With your permission. Service can take many forms. Preparing food for others, running events, making award scrolls. The common goal of all service is to improve the lives of others by solving problems, easing tasks, or adding beauty. This lady contributes to the beauty of our kingdom by her contributions to the arts as a scribe, an illuminator, a musician, and in many other ways, not for her own personal glory, but for the joy that her gifts bring to others. This lady is most deserving of this honor, and I wholeheartedly endorse her elevation to this holy rank.
Is there a member of the Order of Defense who will speak on behalf of this lady?
Majesties, if I may. I am Master Giovanni Orato, and I would have the honor to speak for this lady. Many of you know I grew up in the SCA, and I apologize to anybody who knew me as a teenager. But this is something that we can attest to her service with, that she put up with me. She took me to events. Many people may not know this, but she has provided at least 2 fighter practice sites for our shire. One being in her own home, one being at her own school.
in her video, she said, I don't know why I deserve it, or why they think it. You are so wrong. You deserve this more than anybody I can met this week. Thank you, guys.
It's Terry Royal Peer that will speak for this.
Your Majesty, if I may, I bring words. Your Majesty, good populace, I am Guinevere McKay, Duchess of Artemisia, and have the absolute honor to speak for Perwyr. My first opportunity working with Perwyr was when I was a lady-in-waiting for Baroness Amanda Dispenser. Part of the delight of working behind the curtain, so to speak, is to work with others to help bring the magic to the populace, and at times specifically for the award recipients. Perwyr's love of service and her people is palpable, as she works tirelessly to share this magic through her own scroll work or coordinating others' art to bring that magic to the recipients and make a memory to last a lifetime. During my second reign as queen, I was delighted to work with her again. Her enthusiasm and willingness to serve always left me energized to do more. Thank you, Perwyr, for all you have done for our community and for gracing us with your creative spark and passion to serve. Your Majesties, I wholeheartedly endorse Perwyr in being recognized as one of the esteemed members of the Order of the Pelican.
Is there a member of the populace who would speak on behalf of this lady?
Majesty, if I may.
Wait.
Good evening, Your Majesties and folks in attendance. I am Christine Ronald's daughter and have been involved in the SCA for a number of years, but not actively playing recently. So I would say we're all kind of getting the drive-by action today. I do not have prepared words today, but Perwyr is a very close and dear friend of mine. And I recall when she came to first play in Arrow's Flight, and we welcomed her and enjoyed her company. And she was very quick to become involved in all of the mundane tasks that are involved in running a province at the time we were, now a shire, in running activities for children, archery activities, learning new skills like scroll making, becoming exchequer for a period of time, her willingness to serve, and her attitude of humility is one of the things that makes her a very good candidate for the Order of the Pelican, and I highly commend her for that.
Is there a member of the Order of the Pelican?
Yes, remember, we go together. And this has been wonderful to hear Perwyr's suitability for this ceremony. Oh my goodness. And this has hit me in the feels all at once. But among the many things that Perwyr is, something that many of you may not know is that she is a charter member of the Privy Editors Guild with a badge and a purple Sharpie to be used at times deemed appropriate. And that may seem silly to some of you. However, there is a kinship there that is the foundation of many, many years of service to the province, shire, canton, college of Arrow's Flight. And not only that, Perwyr has served in the kingdom, beyond the borders of her local area, indeed beyond the kingdom. Out of the kingdom, I saw her take on the task of putting on a queen's tea, coordinating coordinating an event when the previous, on short notice, yes. She coordinated a Queen's tea. And I've seen her do that kind of service, stepping in where she sees need. Words. We will not sing. We promised we would not sing. But we do, from the depths of our hearts, we do recommend Perwyr to join us in the Order of the Pelican without hesitation.
Perwyr, having heard these words from the populace and from our peers, it is again our great pleasure to recognize you this evening with this recognition. At this time, we do cleanse you ceremonially, not to wash away, that is with Perwyr, but to cleanse you to this new station that you are coming into. This is a towel that was provided by Grace Farm. Behold, the King's justice. This is the sword of state for the kingdom of Artemisia. This is the outward symbol of our temporal power in these lands. It has been used to witness great acts of honor, and it has been used to dispense justice in our name. And today it will be used to witness your oath as a peer, and if you so choose, your oath of fealty to the crown of Artemisia as well. Please place your hands upon the sword while I try not to take out my tested blood.
Render homage and fealty to the crown and kingdom of Artemisia as an elderly peer of these realms. I offer unto them all of my honor and loyalty and such support as is in my power to give. These things do I swear by this sword, by my honor, so say I, Perwyr.
And do we, Sean,
And we, Nisa,
hear these words and know them to be true, and do accept them as your oath as a peer and your oath of fealty. We do swear to protect you and your household and to serve you as best we may in your continued path of service and your dream of the SCA. These things we swear to you until these crowns shall pass from our hands, death take us, or the world ends.
That might look small. There are those in the society who devote unending service, seeking only to better those around them through unending selfless acts. In Anno Societatis 12, the first of this noble order of the Pelican was recognized. The symbol of the order is a pelican in her piety, for it was believed in ancient times that a pelican would pierce her own breast to nourish her children. Such is the example for this august order to follow. Here, on the 63rd day of the noble Artemisian reign of Sean Kirkpatrick Tarragon, seventh to carry his name, inspired by Cremar al-Nisa al-Anatolia, fourth to bear this noble appellation, their majesties stand before the populace in their fine shire of Arrow's flight. They took counsel from the most noble order of the Pelican, and those of the order explained their desire to fill an empty place in their hallowed ranks, with one from the Shire who exemplifies the full measure of selfless service, one truly worthy of such an accolade. Therefore, by the right granted unto them, Sean and Nisa called before them the superior noble Perwyr, verch Owen, and called forth the noble order to guide her to stand vigil while the sun passed from horizon to horizon. As the light faded from the sky, their majesties called forth into their presence the vigilant, asking her the substantial question. Upon her acceptance, the rites were performed, the words spoken, and her pledge of continuation of service confirmed. Thusly, Sean and Nisa induct Perwyr, verch Owen into the most august order of the Pelican. Let none gainsay us in this matter, for it is just and rightly done. Any who would speak ill of this act will face ire and fury. Their teeth will fall from their head, and they will be affixed to a running horse with their shoes hooked together. They shall be dragged into the salt waste, fed a salty pretzel, and left with nothing to quench their thirst. They will be looked poorly upon, and their clothes considered with disdain. Even more unfortunate, Her Majesty will not be amused. To this writ, we set our sign manual this 13th day of November in the year of our Society 56, being 2021 by other reckoning, Sean, Rex, Nisa, Regina, Artemisia, and yeah, all of that text is in there. I'm guessing Braden?
Yes.
Both the text and the size.
Good people of Artemisia, we present to you Perwyr, verch Owen, mistress of the Pelican.
For the newest mistress of the Pelican of Artemisia and the known world, Vivat! 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 Just kidding. There being no further business before their Majesty's court, herein closes the court of Sean and Nisa. Long live the king!
Long live the king!
Long live the queen!
Long live the queen!
Long live these sovereign lands of Artemisia! Vivat!
Vivat!